Hi, I'm Helmut Licht. Welcome to this fifth video in a series of videos entitled My God, Here, There, Everywhere. Just so you remember, I'm working with these 5 basic statements. Since my God is eternal, infinite, and only one, I claim that if I make an X on this particular page, this X also exists within my God, because He is in everything and everything is within Him. Since my God never changes, the X must have always been and will always be in Him, and it must have always been and will always be on this page in the same exact spot. This observation made me very uncomfortable. How can something, for instance this page, exist eternally one way without the X on it and also exist eternally another way with the X on it, which I drew? Furthermore, since I was the one who put the X onto the paper, my act of doing so must have also always existed within my God and must remain there forever. This sounded downright predetermined and fatalistic. Then I asked myself, what if I erased the X and replaced it with the letter Y? Now we have always had and will always have the same page without the X, with the X, and then with the Y. How can this be possible? How can the same page exist all through eternity in 3 different ways? The only possible answer is that all 3 pages exist within my God as never-changing truths, and that my consciousness, my awareness, moves from one to the other. The same applies to me, to you, to everyone and everything. Every second of me, every 1,000th of a second of me, down to the smallest possible fraction, must have always existed and will always exist within my God as an eternal, never-changing truth which I experience, live through in sequence. To give you a very crude parallel, imagine yourself watching a movie using an old-fashioned movie projector. As you watch the scenes, time seems to flow by. The entire movie, however, is recorded and stored on a roll of film. Its past, its present, and its future. It will remain on the film after you have finished watching it, and what appears to have a past, present, and future is on the film all at the same time. Similarly, everything anybody has ever experienced, is now experiencing, and will in the future be experiencing, exists now, has always existed, and will always exist within my God as a never-changing truth. Again, the roll of film does not differentiate between past, present, and future, because they all exist on it at the same time. Only when we watch the film, frame by frame, does the illusion of change, time, and aliveness come about. I believe that everything that ever was, is now, and will be, already exists within my God as an eternal, never-changing truth. Our consciousness perceives this truth in segments, like the film is divided into frames. And as it experiences segment by segment, the illusion of change, time, and aliveness comes about. In other words, all possibilities exist within my God, and our consciousness chooses and experiences certain ones, the totality of which represents our life. It might be wise at this point to talk about mental momentum. If we observe an ocean liner heading top speed into the direction of an iceberg, we could say with great certainty that unless its course is changed, the ocean liner will collide with the iceberg. Even if its engines were turned off, its momentum would continue carrying it toward its destruction. In the same way, our habitual thinking and feeling determine our creative momentum, which propels us toward our future experiences, of which there is an infinite variety within my God to choose from. If we establish a momentum of optimism and good fortune, we will be propelled into experiences of that nature. If, on the other hand, we establish a momentum of pessimism and bad luck, we will encounter just that. Before you go, I would like to show you a few pieces of my art. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for your interest, and I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day.